Good evening.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us for Fire and the Grape.
Hi, I'm Erica, Executive Chef of Soul Creek Grill, also known as The Fire. Find me on social media as The Monday Baker.
And I'm Hugh Priest, operating partner, known as The Grape. And you can find me on social media as The Fermented Boss.
How are you today?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I am perfect. Excited. Happy October, everybody.
Yes, absolutely. And today we've got a fun one, I hope.
Well, we're starting the month, so we're going to start with some appetizers.
So what are we doing?
We're going to do our famous chips. We have our homemade potato chips, and they are served with a delicious onion dip. And we're also going to do our Brussels sprouts, the crispy Brussels sprouts.
Incredible. So both of these items are two of our top-selling appetizers.
Mm-hmm.
The chips, as Erica was saying, is served with a house-made caramelized onion dip.
Mm-hmm.
But what we dress the chips up with is they're cut fresh here. We deep fry them, of course, to make them nice and crunchy. And then we toss them in malt vinegar and season them with a little bit of a spicy salt blend, which is just incredible.
Absolutely. And like everything that we do, 100% made in-house, from the seasonings to the sauces, to the creams, all of it. So I can't wait for you to try them.
And then the other dish is our crispy Brussels sprouts. So we cut the Brussels sprouts, we deep fry them so they're crispy, and then we toss them in our bacon jam, which we talked about before on our Creek burger.
Mm-hmm.
A little gochujang sauce, which is it's an Asian spicy sauce. It's a pepper sauce.
Yeah.
And then we top it off with a little bit of Gorgonzola. And it's just this creamy, spicy, just savory.
Very flavorful. Complete different way to try Brussels sprouts. I love them. When I first came here, I never tried them that way, and I fell in love with them. They're delicious.
I agree with you, because when I was a child, Brussels sprouts in my house were like just boiled, and they had no flavor. They just served no purpose. It wasn't until I had crispy Brussels sprouts, not the ones here, but years ago, and I was like, wow, I actually like Brussels sprouts.
Mm-hmm.
So we're here to please, and I'm excited for these two items, because
what do you have for us?
I've got a little treat, I think. It might not be traditional pairing, but I think it'll work out. Yeah.
Can't wait.
Excellent.
Let me go grab some food for you.
And I'll go grab the wine.
I'll see you in a minute.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. I see bubbles.
Yes, you do. So I figured we were doing starters, so I wanted to select a wine that's great for starting a meal or just as an aperitif. And I was thinking of the wine as more of a complement to the items. So this will enhance the flavor profiles of those dishes, and it will be a cleanser, palate cleanser, so we can really appreciate the nuances of these meals. So what I've selected here is a Durello, which comes from Veneto, made by the grape Durella. So the grape is Durella, the wine is Durello. And it's a small region in Veneto, around the Soave region. It's called Lessini. And this is a native grape to that region. It grows well on high altitude. It's super high in acidity. It's really a wonderful wine. And the bubble process is traditional methods, champenois method. So it's not tank method like Prosecco. So this will be a fun wine for us to play with. Wow.
Did it again.
The acidity is just keeps working. My mouth is like sweating. Not really sweating, but just keeps salivating.
Is that when you bite a really tart green apple and you take that first bite and it's juicy and flavorful, and it smells delicious, but at the same time it gives you that tartness all around?
Absolutely. That's what this is. And the name of the winery is Tonello. It's a family-run business, true family-run, from the grandfather down to the children. Teti is the name of this wine, and it's the daughter is now making the wines with her father. It was founded by the grandfather, but these wines are incredible. They're sustainable. Another female inspired business. So it screams freshness, get acidity, and it's a great alternative for champagne. Price point is probably 1/3 that of champagne. So let's see how it pairs with our dishes.
I'm going to go grab them right now.
Excellent. Wow, welcome back. Wow, this is a spread here. So we have our potato chips that are deep fried, tossed in malt vinegar, seasoned with the little spicy seasoning we talked about earlier. And then there's a little fried rosemary on top, just to give a little more depth to it. This is our onion dip, our caramelized onion dip. It's pretty amazing. And then we have here our crispy Brussels sprouts. Now, doesn't that look good?
No, delicious.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So
the entire process of making the fries, these two complement each other so well. The onion dip goes perfectly with the flavors of the fries. It's loaded with big chunks of caramelized onions. It has parsley, burnt color, but it's just that flavor that it gives it, the tang that the onions give to the dish. It makes it completely different. Love it.
So let's give it a shot.
It's a beautiful shareable appetizer.
It is a shareable appetizer. So you've got a large group or just a small group. It's definitely too large for one to eat, although I've seen people polish it off. But it is a perfect sharing item.
Mm. I'm just talking about that.
Super crunchy. That vinegar is a little tangy. You get a little bit of seasoning, a little bit of heat, saltiness, and the rosemary actually shows up very nicely.
Definitely one of our guests' favorite dishes. Appetizers, we sell so much of it every single day. Our guests enjoy it so much they come back for more all the time. I hear nothing but great comments from our guests every time.
Yes, we do have this on our regular menu and our happy hour. So, chef, with the wine here, that citrus, those citrus notes and the acidity just help cut through the creaminess of this dip and cleanses that palate. So I'm ready for another chip.
Mm-hmm.
Now the key to sharing chips and stuff is you can't double dip. So you can only dip once.
You have to load it.
You got to load it and then eat it. Mm-hmm. That's just great. I love chips. I love onion dip, especially fresh onion dip. The sour cream. What else is in there besides the onions, the sour cream?
Loads and loads of onion. I think that the one thing that makes it, they have seasonings, they have a touch of different sauces, a touch of different spices in it. But the main character of this dish is those caramelized onions. The tanginess of the sour cream with those onions. It's just divine. Finding the chunks of onion makes different parts of the chip itself. It's wonderful. You can order it ahead of time. Bring it home. It's game time. Enjoy it with your friends while you watch your game.
Wow. So that pairing went well, I believe. Mm-hmm. It just enhances this whole dish. It clears that palate, cleanses that palate, ready for the next bite. And you really enjoy the wine. And I go back to the citrusy notes. I really like that, along with the high acidity. It's just right. It's we got to pour a little more because we're going to go into our next dish, which is our Brussels sprouts.
So with the Brussels sprouts, you're going to find the crunchiness of the fried Brussels, right? But then the gochujang gives it a like an Asian barbecue almost, right? The flavors that we add to the gochujang glaze, and then the cheese, and it's crunchy, it's creamy at the same time, it's smoky. I think they're amazing. My new favorite word of eating Brussels sprouts.
So that gochujang is kind of like our rendition of Asian barbecue. The tomato bacon jam is it's got a little sweetness to it, a lot of savoriness to it, and then that bacon just adds texture and saltiness and great flavor. Then you put in the gorgonzola as well. It gives it a creamy texture to it, and the heat from the gochujang should be cooled down by this wine, and the wine will cut through that creaminess, just cleansing that palate like it did for our first dish here, complementing and enhancing the experience. Because this dish is very complex with all the flavor profiles that are in it.
These are not your grandma's.
No, they definitely aren't. We got the crunchy skin. The gochujang just pops in your mouth. Not too hot.
They're coated. The sprouts come out of the fryer. We coat them in this gochujang and the bacon jam together. So
So the gochujang is a great chili flavor to it. Not overpowering, but it really stands out. And then that gorgonzola just adds that next layer on there. And it's creamy and it's so salty and flavorful. Wow.
Creamy, salty, crunchy, soft, all different layers.
Savory, yeah, so much going on here. And these are a fun way. It's probably not the most healthy way to, consume Brussels sprouts, but they sure are delicious.
They are amazing. And all of these are items that we have all year round in the menu, so you can come at any time and enjoy them. They're perfect, like I said before, for sharing. If you have a party, you want to come here and celebrate, order a few appetizers. These two should always be at your table.
I agree.
This one is perfect. I'm out.
Well, Chef is consuming her wine.
So good. I think I'm staying for dinner tonight.
So, if you really like these dishes, let us know. Please comment on the dish, and if you want to know more about this wine, please let me know. Let us know. Comment in our comment section. I'll get back to you. But it's not a very well-known region in the United States, but it should be, because the wines are beautiful that are coming out of there. This family winery is making incredible juice. We do have it here on our wine list. I feature it on our market list just to give it a little more, headline exposure, and it's really worth every cent and then some. It's high quality wine for a reasonable price.
Absolutely. Come around. Come see us, talk to you, talk to me, enjoy our dishes, and if you can't stop and stay for dinner, order in and we'll have it ready for you to pick up and take home.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll wrap it up here. Please tell your friends about us. If you like us, like our video, follow us, like us on social media.
At the Monday Baker.
At Fermented Boss. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you.
Thank you.
Chin chin. Let me do it.